Shalom, shalom, Mishpaka. Ani Paral Adah are having a shalom, shalom yom. I have been seeing a lot here lately, confirmation from other Mishpaka about phones and technology and stuff, and I am in total agreement with them. It's something that Yahuwah has been working with me on too. I have felt for the past several months, longer than that actually. The past several months, increasingly stronger. But probably for the past, couple of years to really pull away from all this technology mess that we have. I do agree with other Meshpaka that speak that we have took it and we have worked with it to make it to share the tube, the tube amat, the GOOD, and Halau Yahuwah. A lot of Mashpaka have been reached, have been shown Doth and Bina and Hakma, because we have been sharing with each other what Yahuwah has Lanu with to open our eyes, to open our ears, to cleanse our to cleanse our bashar, our flesh, our body. But I want to make this video to you because I have been really feeling this hard for me to do. Not hard in the way of hard to do, to give it up. No, that's not what I mean. I've been feeling really hard, complex, or I don't even know if that's the right word. I have been feeling very strongly, there you go, to do this. I do a lot of videos on Debarium, WORDS, origins, to let y'all know that, these Debariums are Rasha, or EVIL, to not speak, to find the Abrith, the pure Lashon, to speak instead. And those videos could continually go on and on, or on posts too, sometimes it's just a post pointing out certain Debarium. But it is coming time, very nigh. It's pretty much here, where I am going to stop making videos, stop sharing posts. I'm going to take me out of this system, and I'm going to start doing it. I don't want to speak little by little, because it's not going to be little by little. It's going to be chunk by chunk, Most of the new, or US, most of the new have these phones, these smartphones, computers. Then think about this too. Most of the new, probably all of the new have documents, where the thing is, whenever we are born, or our Yaladim are born, they're issued birth certificates, social security numbers, and then if you there's a hummingbird. Y'all see that? Do you see the hummingbird? Is it where Yadayah? That was your pa. But we have always been issued documents, even when you get MARRYD, you're issued a government document. That's something too that's been bothering me really much. Driver's license. Those are all documentation showing that you belong to them, to the government, that you are this number to them, that that's how they keep up with you. When I do let those things go. We'll leave it in that term. I will not be able to do certain things anymore, like drive and, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'm not, I'm okay with that. I've talked to my yeesh about getting a wagon. We have some horses, but none of them are broke to a wagon, but it's not, he could probably break the horse to the wagon. If not, there's, get a horse that's wagon broke. But the point is, everything that we do is tied to the BEAST, SYSTEM. As far as like the ball, WORLD things. When you approach Mashpaka about this, about getting rid of everything, they're like, oh no, how will I pay my bills? How will I, do this and all that? The thing about all this and all that is Yahuwah, it will prepare your way as it happens. Before it happens, he knows those of his Yaladim that will. Okay, here you go. Here's perfect scripture for you. Remember when Yahusha was with his Talmudim, and then a rich Adam approached him and told him, I want to follow you. I want to, be a part of you. What do I do? And Yahusha told him to give up what he has, to give away what he has, and then come and follow him. Give away. I can't remember if it speaks of sell what you have or give away what you have. It's a kind of those. And the rich Adam, M-A-N, was very sorrowful because he did not want to give up what he had. He had very much. He had Rabbah, very much. And he left very sorrowful because even though he had in his lob a desire to do a Gadal Tube, a great G-O-D, he did not want to let go of his Aratz, E-A-R-T-H, Tubim. And he didn't, But that's the thing. We have to know and remember that Yahuwah will watch over Lanu when this happens. But he calls to each Akkad of Lanu in different times, in different ways, that he does not want Lanu part of that anymore, that we have done our work in that, through that, and then it's time to let that go, that we cannot be indulged in these devices. I just shared a video from a Ak that did very deep research into these phones, these mirrors, and that's the truth. I absolutely hate mirrors. I have hated mirrors ever being a little girl. I've had bad, I've had Rasha experiences with mirrors ever being, I was a little girl. And I absolutely, I hate mirrors. There's like a mirror in the bathroom and I want it gone, but my use is wanting it to stay there. But if it was up to me, it would be gone. It would be gone. Mirrors are guideways. They are portals. They are open the volume to the Rasha. Think of what they call a vanity of vanity. Oh, let's get your little girl a vanity. Oh, let me have a vanity, the vanities with a mirror and a place to sit there and place on your WAR paints. It's like, they are Rasha. Mirrors are Rasha. And you can do more research into that. But they are, I was very glad to see him share that video, and I was very glad to share it too. But I'm here to let you know that I'm not going to be part of YouTube much longer. I don't know if it's going to be a few more weeks or a couple of months. It's not going to be much longer, if even that. I don't know when, but I know it's coming, and whenever I'm instructed, that's it. As far as the phone thing goes, I used to have, you remember those flip phones? They were basic flip phones. You just flip them open, and they would have, you know, where you could call and receive calls and text and receive text. They had the basic, but they were plain Jane, you know. I had a cot of those phones up until the pagan Gregorian year of 2017. And in the pagan, you know, year 2017, I finally got a smartphone. I didn't even know it was a smartphone. I just knew it was a rectangle screen that looked like a mini computer. And, you know, and I had to learn how to use it, and I didn't like it then, and I don't care for them now. But I've used it to my advantage to a certain point. But then again too, when I was lost in the ball, I used it in ways I shouldn't had. You know, yeah, these pocket banim, they're pocket banim. They're monsters. You know, is what they are. I don't want any ties to any Russia things. Even the vehicles we drive, Mashpaka, I have an Akut, very precious Akut. She, we were talking back and forth in the comment about vehicles, and she noticed it too. That all vehicles have Russia symbols, Russia Shamut, MESs. But, you know, it goes past that. Look at the rims on the tires. If you really study the rims on the tires, most of them are a pentagram. They have 5 points. They form a star. They have a circle around them. Okay? I hate getting in a vehicle. I hate riding around on 4 pentagrams. Alright? And then some folks can, you know, there are rims that don't have that. Well, alright. But most of them do. Most of them have 5 points on them, whether they're holes, whether they're made to look like a star, whatever. You can't dance around it, okay? It's there. I am very old-fashioned, alright? I come from a place that's very old-fashioned. My home is the Smokies of Western North Carolina, if that tells you anything. The Smoky Harem. Harem is Aubrey for Mountains, okay? I am a Smoky Harem girl, okay? That's why I call Ruth Bath Shaw Yahuwah, but my YouTube outlet, I don't call it a channel. My YouTube outlet is Yahuwah's Thoughts Shaw Harem. Yahuwah's Bat of the Mountains, okay? I had changed it to that because it used to be, you know, Har Bat, but it was written in English instead. And both those Devarim are Rasha. The Mountain or Tan and Daughtr. They're both Rasha. But anyway, I changed it to the Aubrey. But I'm very old-fashioned, you know. Living off the, or Hayi off the land is in me. And it's in all of the new that are Yahuwah's Yaladim, because that's what we, you know, our Mashpaka from ancient Yumim did. They Hayi off the land. Right? It's already in the new Mashpaka. We have gotten spoiled to these modern Yumim conveniences. ELECT E-L-E-C-R. No, okay, hang on. Back up. E-L-E-C-T-R-I-I-T-Y. You know what I'm getting at. The power that, you know, that keeps lights on and everything, okay? We've all gotten spoiled to that, to a point. It's not that old. It has not been around that long. I mean, how did folks ever live before? You know, come on. Come on. It'll be all right. That is a device of bondage. Did you know that? That the E-L-E-C-T-R-I-C is a device of bondage? Yep. Think about it. But we are to tahar, to cleanse our rook. Alright? And then that process, you tahar your bashar, your flesh. You know. But, anyway, getting back to the flip phone. I am going to get me a little flip phone like I used to have. The very minimum basic plain Jane flip phone. Just to have communication right now. With my Yish when he's not here. With my Yaladim. That live far, far, far away from me. But then, even then, whenever Yahuwah tells me to just smash it, I will smash it. It is a step down from these smartphones. And you have to be careful when you get a old, you know, basic flip phone, because some of those are smart basic flip phones, they call them. You have to make sure it's not a smartphone. You have to make sure it's a basic. But that's what I plan on doing. And I might even do a video when I get it, just to show you, if any of the other out there are interested in it. For now, for something for now, not for it's not to keep a hold of. It's just something to get off of these smartphones for now. And I know eventually my computer, I will get rid of it too. I had to come out here to do this video because my youngest band that is with Lanu, he is labeled by the ball as A-U-T-I-S-T-I-C. I think I called that out right. But I truly believe that that's a Rasha Rook that has encamped him. And I believe that's the Rasha Rukuth that encamps the children. And they just call them A-U-T-I-S-T-I-C, you know. Everything they call M-E-N-T-A-L, okay? Everything they call that, it's a M-E-N-T-A-L condition. Well, where do you think it come from? Those conditions all come from Shadim, okay? They're all Shadim that are either plaguing somebody or they're in somebody, alright? It's not just something that's going on with your brain. Remember whenever Nook had the ark had rested and his Banim had, and their Shah had left, and they started having Yaladim, and they started multiplying, and then the Shadim had started to taunt them and do things to them and bring diseases to them, and yeah, brought them M-E-N-T-A-L conditions. Well, guess what? It was Shadim, okay? That's what it is. You can call it what you want. Label it like you want to label it, but it's a Shadim. Or it's a Shad or a Shadim that's plaguing you when you have those issues. They still plague Lanu, Yaladim of Yahuwah. You know, they'll get near you and they'll whisper things in your ears and, you know, try to start things and try to start arguments with you and your Ayish or your Asha. You know, they want to divide you because you're strong together. Because you're both of Yahuwah, they want to divide you, you know. Don't let them do that. But Mashpaka, we need to get hard copies of everything in our hands. I've been meaning to order a Strong's Concordance for quite some time. I'm actually fixing to do that here in just a few. But I have a lot of scriptures in my hand. Seek and search out the scriptures you don't have in your hand to get them. To remove books, get them in your hands, Mashpaka. Get them in your hands. Another thing, those of y'all that live out in the country, most of you probably have a well. What are you going to do when that well goes down, whenever the EL, or let's put it this way, when the power goes out? What are you going to do? How are you going to get your water out of the well? You need a hand pump. We ordered a hand pump. We have a deep well, a very deep well. Our well goes down to 430 feet. The electric, I mean, oh, not a lot back to the bar. Oh, that DeBar is like, you know, when you first learn of a DeBar, you try to quit speaking it and it just comes out automatically. But anyway, the powered well goes down to like 340 feet. But we got a hand pump that goes down to 250 feet. So we've got that. We haven't installed it yet, but we have it on hand. All we have to do is place it together and stick it down there, and we've got water when there's no power. And it's pure water. I mean, it's way down from the ground. It's pure, okay? If you don't have a well, you need to get a well. If you don't have a hand pump for your well, you need to get a hand pump for your well. I'll try to do a video on the hand pump where you can see where to get it. It's the cheapest place. And it's just simple, okay? It's simple. You don't need nothing wild or expensive. It's just something to make it work. It's like a fraction of the cost of other hand pump for your well. But this is important. And if you're not growing your own food, Mashpaka, you know, you should be. I know not all live on a farm. Some of you do. But you need to know how to grow your own food. If you don't know how to, get you some books. Learn how to do this. You know, learn how to jar up food. Store it away. But anyway, my video is getting really long here. I'm just here to tell you, I'm fixing to get off of YouTube. It's the only media that, I'm sorry, it's the only media that I have. I don't have anything other. I never cared for anything other. Way back in the Yulm, I had that Facebook hoo-ha. Poison, pornographic thing is what it is. But yeah, me and my Yish got off that like 5 years ago. And we've been together for Shosh years now. Shosh, S-I-X, is Shosh, the Aubrey DeBar, instead of that Rashad DeBar. But yeah, but YouTube has its own things that pop up there, that pop up in your thing and try to lure you in and tempt you and all that hoo-ha. You have to be careful with everything. You have to be careful when you go out in public. What's out there waiting for you, huh? All these whores and or Zanaim or Zananuth. I can't remember how you pronounce it plural, but Zana, you know. They're out there, and I'm talking about Adam Ua Asha, you know. M-A-N or W-O-M-A-N. Whatever. You have to shamar your eyes and your lob, your bashar, you know, you have to shamar it, because with your eyes you see, and what you see you feed your bashar or your rook with. Don't be looking at a Akim, do not be looking at another Asha, W-O-M-A-N. I don't care what she looks like or enticing, you take your eyes off of her. A Kutut, don't y'all be looking at no other Adam. Don't, turn your eyes away. Because whatever is being placed in front of your eyes right then and there is not of Yahuwah. It is of the Rasha Akkad. It is there to pull you away from Yahuwah. You ga'ar that. Rebuke. Ga'ar that. Yahuwah ga'ar hashatan. Yahuwah ga'ar hashatan. You walk away. And then you ask Yahuwah to tahar your eyes, to cleanse your eyes from what you just saw. And Nipalal, that these Devarim reach who they need to reach. We will all be together in Yahuwah soon, Mashpaka. I can't even imagine, you know. I can't even imagine. And it will be pure. It will be tahar. But we have to amad, endure a little bit longer. Yahuwah barakata'u shamarata mashpaka. Ani palau shalom shalom. Kasa, cover ata you. Yahuwah Yapai Ahaba. Yahuwah, my beautiful Ahaba. Halau Yahuwah Mashpaka. Halau Yahuwah.
Nor Baragali Tabarak Uaor Lanuti Bati Yahuwah. Nor Laragali Tabarak Uor Lanuti Bati Yahuwah. Your debar is a lamp unto my feet, a light to my path, Yahuwah. Your debar is a lamp unto my feet, a light to my path, Yahuwah. Nor la ragali debarak uor Lanoti bati Yahuwah. Nor la ragali de barak uor Lanoti bati Yahuwah. Yada Yahuwah.